That shit's fucking crazy.
And with that, I welcome everybody to this Sunday afternoon stream of F1 2017, where we are going to tackle Shanghai and probably get absolutely smashed. But
Smashed is.
smashed is after only scoring 1 point
I
at
wish I
Australia.
wish I was as good at fighting games as I was at sim racing.
I wish I was as good at games as I am at breathing. Because I can't think of a game that I'm good at. Where I can go, geez, I wish I was as good at that as what I am at this.
The game of life at the University of Hard Knocks.
Oh, look out. Did it stay on 100? It did. Yes, that. Alright. Let's do this. China, let's get rolled.
Trying to think, what are you good at?
Talking.
Besides work, which is the important thing.
I'm good at talking.
Yes.
That's not a game. That's real life, motherfucker. I don't know, Greg. I don't think there's any game I can think of that I'm actually good at. I'm suitably average at everything. It's
Weren't you good at Yu-Gi-Oh, weren't you?
Yeah, but
You
you
count.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you count that as a game or?
Oh, I mean, it's a game, but yeah, I know. I don't know. No one plays it. It's like being good at classical art. If no one does it, what's the point of being good at it?
Oh,
You know.
what do you mean? It's for the love. Art is subjective anyway. Like what do you mean by classical art?
Well, I was just thinking of something where it's like, oh, it's being good at something that nobody else does. That doesn't have meaning. It's like if a tree falls over in the forest, no one hears it. If you're good at something but no one pays any attention to the fact that you're good at it, doesn't matter that you're good at it.
Oh,
Or is it just enough for personal satisfaction?
I think isn't that the key?
Perhaps. Depends if you how zen you are about it. But personally, if I'm going to be good at something, I'd rather people know that I'm good at it. In my selfish perspective. Let's take a look at what the weather's going to be for this weekend. Dry. Oh, raining in the middle of qualifying. That's fantastic. Have a dry for the race. Sounds good. Let's do some track acclimatization. And see if this car handles any good around this track. Understeer. Approaching warp speed. Good call, Jester. So just Chris came over and I fixed his phone for him. That was a very nice thing of me to do. And
Yeah, that's something you're good at.
And he bought, yeah, there you go. And he bought Oscar with him. But speaking of dogs, where's Loose?
Don't know. Although
Okay.
fixing phones isn't a game, I suppose, so that doesn't
That's
count.
real life as well, man. You know what I am really good at? Getting triggered.
Yeah, it's not really a game, and that's
It's also not a skill.
trigger finger.
Yes, why not? I'm good at things that require no talent.
No. No.
I'm good at visiting Japan, but that's more of a financial thing than anything else. Get P Cars 2 and get good at that. That's a pro suggestion. But that's another one of those things where if you're good at something and no one knows or does it, then then does it count? If you're the only person in the world playing Project Cars 2. I'd like to think I'm good at sim racing, but I've been put in my place far too many times to think that.
Look, you're good.
Missed that gate again.
Where you are in sim racing is far above where I am in fighting games.
That better be a promise, Jester. Not just a threat.
Oh.
The good thing is that Project Cars 2, I'm sure, will work with the Oculus. Now, that's something I haven't used for a while. I'm good at using the Oculus and not getting sick.
Yeah.
This is the last lap of the program. Final lap of the program.
Just waiting for a good deal. Well, I have a deal for you. Just let me think about what that is, because I don't really have a good deal. Can't beat my poker face. Oh, well, that's it then. I'm not going to get purple then, am I? Something Greg is not good at, motivational talks. Jeez. Just a ripping left hook there from Jester F2.
I can't do a motivational speech while I've just come off 28 for 2 against various people in an online fighting game.
You know, 2 for 28 would be good bowling figures.
Yeah. I think I won 2 games. I'm sure there was a second win in there somewhere. I'm sure I got 2 wins.
I don't doubt you.
Right, yeah. They were good fun though, there was no lag or anything like that, so glad it worked well.
Yep.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. We need to pick up the pace. We're not hitting our target.
With the difficulty up this season, do you think Ferrari offers will be on the table? That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, I finished 5th and I got offers, so
Well, I
I
might.
think you'll
I might struggle to finish 5th with the higher difficulty, who knows?
But give yourself a few randy ass safety cars and rain races.
Some late season penalties for the AI.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that Ferrari would recognise my talent as a world champion. But there are no guarantees in life. I'm hoping to get a Red Bull offer, currently 6 with Toro Rosso. Well, hopefully. Well, you get the you get a bonus because they're linked teams, so you should do. If you've exceeded expectations of the team, you should do. And P6 and a Toro Rosso would certainly be exceeding their expectations, so. I think I'm going to really struggle to get purple here, if I'm honest. Oh man, I was on it too. Friggin' hell. You had to break into wheel spin, didn't you, you son of a bitch? Yep, green it is. Reckon he should do engine upgrades this season. Yeah, perhaps. That's definitely a path I could look at for sure. I'm definitely working on performance this year rather than reliability. Let's end this session. Do P2.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session. Then here are your top 3: Vettel, Hamilton, and Kimi Raikkonen. That concludes an. Alright, let's do FP2. Get rid of that so there's no copyright strike. Fuel saving. Let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, but I was reading something on my other screen. Eyes got awful dirty there. We're okay.
purple straight away. That's good. That will do. And qualifying pace. Let's do it. Good to get purple on at least one of these programs anyway. Well, let's see how bad this can be. Grip's not quite there to go all out. Straight to purple, very good. Alright, that will end that session. We'll do one more session for our race.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 36.8.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the...
Alright, let's do in FP3. We will do a race sim, and then we'll do qualifying, and then we'll do the race, and then hopefully we'll win the race and prove ourselves to be fantastic. Of course, because I'm not good at this game, that's not going to happen. Be lucky to get a point, and my World Championship defense will end before it starts.
There's always hope.
Yes. Alright, I think we'll have 800 points as of the next time around, which means we can do an upgrade at that point. And can we beat Javier Perez, our rival? Alright. Race strategy. Let's do it. Oh, that is not a good start. Oh. Oh, we ain't getting that back.
super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up. Okay, super job so far.
Yep, we're good. Purple it is.
Our best lap so far is a 1:30.
Good.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top 3 again are Vettel, Bottas.
Alright, qualifying time. Let's see what we can do. The answer to that question is going to be suck. Ah, Sanraku, how are you? It's been a while. Sashiburi desu. Alright, look at that. We got 800 points. Let's get an upgrade. It recommends that we should get the heavy dampers upgrade. We have the 5th best chassis. 7th powertrain. And the 5th aero. You don't hear the game? Was that just in car or is that now? Because it's not making much noise at the moment. Turn it up a little bit. I can see that the feed is definitely, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see the audio feed is definitely picking up the game. So it reckons we should get the heavy damper upgrade. All right, we can do that. Cool. Thank you, Shagamalaga.
We'd like to
That's a pretty
welcome
epic
you from
username, by the way.
wherever in the world you join us today
That's
for
I like
this
that one.
F1
All right. Take the fuel out. How much fuel am I carrying? 11 laps is going to be far too much for qualifying. Let's go with that much instead. Let's just do it. It's supposed to rain in the middle of this qualifying session. Definitely starting to rain now. We need to quickly get this lap in. It must be fun having other areas of development other than the engine. Yeah, I mean, I could focus on the engine, but I'm not. I mean, yeah, I've already invested in some reliability upgrades for the development of chassis parts, so I feel like I should take advantage of that. That's not good, Matt. You probably can't see it on the quality of the stream, but there are definitely raindrops. Got offers from STR and Renault after Silverstone, but I decided to finish here with McLaren. Already regret it 2 races later. Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, this isn't a good lap. Look at that time. 1.9 seconds off the pace, but what's everybody else doing? I mean, if I'm in the bottom 5 now, which I'm not, thankfully.
Rain transition into heavy within 15 minutes time.
I don't know if anyone else is going to improve because of the rain. But this is the AI we're talking about, so probably. Oh, that doesn't look good, does it? It's raining now. We're on the bubble. If anyone improves, we're out. Ah, we're okay, I think. We made it just. Now it is full on raining. Spa and Monza in a first season, McLaren is torture. I can thoroughly believe that, Sunroku. I mean, it was bad enough in this car. So, yes, Inters. Which is good, because Inters in Q2, I think, means it will definitely be free choice for the start of the race. For what tyre you're on, even if you make Q3. Well, what am I saying I think for? That's definitely how it is. So, that's a good thing. Yep, indeed. Free strategy. And just throwing it down, isn't it? Brake bias, 55 should be enough. I don't think our qualifying pace is going to be that great here. I would be surprised if we make Q3. Screwed up the last corner like I have been all the way through qualifying. Went in too fast.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 50.6.
Ninth, but 3 cars yet to do laps, including our teammate. We're 10th off the Toro Rosso as well. Let's go forward a little bit in time. Go out again. Should just stay there actually in these conditions. I don't think it's going to rain in a race, so we're not burning tires. Oh, did it say that it wants wet tires now? Which means nobody will improve if that's the
Take it
case.
easy to start with.
Oh.
The track's wet.
Bloody hell! I pressed the wrong button. I hate that preload screen that they've got. Oh, we'll see what happens here. Did we make it, or did the other guys get back out there? Oh no, we're currently 10th. Why are these guys on full wet? Just look at those conditions. Jeez. Well, I don't think we have enough time even if we wanted to go out at this point. Yeah, it's only a minute. See what happens. See if we make it. Hey, we made it. Look at that. And for the second race in a row, it looks like Hulkenberg didn't. Yep, that's true. Hey, Prism Sun X. I'm just going to call you Prez. I think Prez will do. Alright, let's go. So we made Q3 in the wet. It means we can try and do a one-stop in the race, so that's going to be interesting. Maybe it could help us like it helped everybody at Melbourne. In full wet conditions. Interesting. that'll do. Let's do it. Good. Jeff started saying something and then he shut up. That's how I like this game to be. A bit of front locking there.
We'll be back a little later.
Okay.
User left your channel.
Well, I've gone fastest of the guys who have run so far, but considering we only usurped Kvyat, I'm going to say that there's a whole bunch of other guys who haven't run yet. Yeah, look at them all. They're all in the garage. What are they doing? Oh, there we go. Ooh, and Kimmy's on the Inter. We've got a banker lap on the soft. Let's throw on an Inter. We'll see if we can improve on our lap. P4.
We've fallen to P5. P5 on the grid.
I'm going to take a guess and say that the Inter is a better tyre. Point of the session, it certainly feels grippier than the full wet. 8th. Ugh. Moved up to 6 as we crossed the line. Obviously, 2 cars went faster.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race.
Wow, look at that, 1.5
Top
off.
three
Oof,
are
that makes me feel
Hamilton,
pretty bad.
Bottas, and Kimi Raikkonen. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us.
So I think we might try a 1 stop for this race, and because that seemed to work for everybody else at Melbourne, who jumped me from my qualifying position. So. Yeah. The only problem is, of course, if you make Q3 1 stops, generally you can't do them because the starting tyres won't go that far. Let's do it. Let's race. Yeah, that's also fair. I don't know if you noticed in rugby, but I also turned the difficulty up as well for this season. So that's it's making it a bit tougher. So in Melbourne, I only got 10th place.
Ever since the Sauber of Felipe Massa passed Jenson Button into turn 1 at the very first Chinese Grand Prix in 2004, Shanghai has consistently provided close racing. Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars...
Alright.
Okay, you've qualified higher than we expected, so let's try to build on this position throughout the race.
Well, it's even saying a 1 stop, so there you go. I'm on 100 now. I turned it up by 5 clicks. Alright, let's do it. Whoa! Might just restart that. I must have put a rear wheel on the grass. I don't think I got hit. Yeah, anyway. that was weird. Anyway, I must have just dropped the wheel onto the grass. That was, I'll go to the inside this time. Illegal
Okay, you need to
overtakes.
give that position back. That was an illegal overtake.
Oh, the yellows must have come out. Nothing illegal about those ones though, right? All these guys on the super soft, that's interesting. I didn't check how much fuel I was starting with either, and it looks like it ain't much.
Let's focus now.
It's going to be pretty difficult to defend if I can't use any rich mode down the straight. That was well driven.
Caution, caution.
The yellows. Oh, was that a dead Mercedes? Yeah, it is too.
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace. VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Oh, piss off! A drive-through penalty. No. No, that's. No, that's. Get stuffed, game. Get stuffed.
Safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. Green flag. Green flag.
There you go. Now I've lost a whole lot of time. That's
Okay,
great.
entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
The way your Delta works is trash, F1 2017. I'm driving down the straight going full ball and I'm losing time to the Delta. Yeah, so it would seem. Like it was almost there. But it's not like I was pushing. It just wouldn't tick down, like... I reckon there's something buggy with the way the Delta works in this game.
The car ahead has been given a drive-through penalty. Be aware.
Seb's got a drive-through. I wonder what that's for. Maybe he sped under the VSC as well. Oh, the top two have sprinted away under that VSC, haven't they? Always seem to lose time under the virtual safety car. Like, as compared to the AI.
Our gap to the car in front is 10.3 seconds.
10 seconds in the opening 4 laps. That must be VSC related, like that's just a crazy amount of gap to put on. Thank you, Deridos. It could certainly have been worse, that's for sure. In fact, on the first start it was worse. We had to restart that one because it was pretty bad. And yeah, must have dropped the wheel onto the grass on the outside of turn 1 and managed to loop the car around, so we took a second crack at it. The second time has been better, but we lost contact with the leaders. Yeah. Unfortunately, the tail of the tape will always give it away, Sonoku. Oh, well, we've got a few people watching the stream at the moment that I can see, so throw a question out to you guys. As we saw the FIA during the week release the revised engine regs for 2021, or proposed engine regs, I should say, about where they want to take the sport in the next phase of the power unit, these power units, and just want to sort of know what everyone thinks of it, what's everyone make of those rules and the changes they want to make. Good for the sport, bad for the sport, neutral for the sport. Knowledge enough about the engines to really understand how different it is. Removing the MGUH probably will make things easier. And which could be good for bringing other manufacturers like Aston Martin. Yeah, the abolition of the MGUH is definitely a good thing for the sport. The MGUH is an incredibly impressive piece of technology. And, you know, it's been the performance differentiator for Mercedes and everybody else. But I don't think it belongs in Formula 1. I think it's cost prohibitive. It's not particularly road relevant at this stage. And it's too difficult when you're playing catch-up a la Honda. You know, they've got to go more revolutionary to catch up, and it just doesn't work out for them. You know, there's a big problem. So I think the MGUH going is a good thing for the sport.
Hamilton has just entered the pits. He's in the pit lane right now.
Right, so the top two, who I think are definitely two-stopping, because they're on the super soft as well as everyone around me. Hamilton's boxed for the soft.
3 seconds.
The only thing I want is more competition in race, and for the standings to be... hold on. Because now it's only a battle with one team. Haha, Mercedes is too strong. Ferrari and Red Bull not able to close the gap. Yeah, so Mercedes still have a significant power unit advantage. It's just that their car isn't as good as Ferrari's, I don't think. Ferrari's has a wider working range, which means it works at more tracks. But Ferrari have been very, very unlucky at the back end of the season with reliability. and you know, the accident at Singapore. And Hamilton's been driving like a maniac, which is, you know, good for him. But yeah, anything that reduces Mercedes' competitive advantage that they have. Who do I think is replacing Massa? I hope Kubica, but it could also be Kvyat or Di Resta. It'll be one of those three. And I know that's not a good answer because everyone already knows it's going to be one of those three. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say it'll be Kvyat. Sorry, it'll be Kubica. And I think Kvyat before Di Resta, because he's got recent racing experience with these cars. And he'll know how he'll help with the development. He's been part of a big team. And I think Lawrence Stroll would be okay with that because he'd probably back Lance to perform very well against Kvyat. So yeah, but I'd love to see Kubica. If there's any racing integrity left at Williams, you know, where they're actually worried about being a good race team rather than just existing, they'll go with Kubica. Whoa. That got hairy. Verline's pretty much out of a seat then. Yeah, I think so. I don't think Verline has been particularly impressive in that Sauber. And look, I know that Sauber sucked, but a driver of Verline's caliber should be comfortably beating Marcus Ericsson, and he's not. Like Verline with the the status of his hype train when he first came into the sport, he should be doing a Vettel to to Ericsson's Raikkonen kind of thing, but he just isn't. And I think he's got a bit of a reputation in the paddock, which is I think why Ocon ended up at Force India in the first place rather than Verline. So I think Verline was actually on a hiding to nothing this year. I think that Mercedes backed Ocon ahead of him to go to Force India, and Ocon's thoroughly repaid that by being a very impressive. If he's outside of the top teams, Ocon's probably driver of the season. Outside of the establishment drivers, his performances at the back end of this year in particular have been really, really good. And so I think the Verline is and I know Verline doesn't. The only thing that gets Verline sponsorship is if they get a discount from Mercedes engines. So. Here we go again. Here we go. We're going full throttle down the back straight. Look at that time we're losing on the Delta. It's now a second. That'll teach me to try and read comments whilst I'm going through a corner. I wonder when Haas will have enough of Grosjean complaining. Yeah, and I must admit that I got a laugh during the week when Gunther Steiner made the comment to the press saying, "Oh, when Alonso always complains and stewards always listen to him, and I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure there's only one driver on the grid who really complains more than Alo does, and that's the guy in your car number 8. He does a lot of complaining. And to be honest, what Grosjean did in his battle with Alonso at Mexico was completely unacceptable anyway, so there's a bit of deflection going on there. Magnussen's looked better than Grosjean after he settled in the team. I reckon, you know, Haas would be better off taking off a Ferrari, taking on one of Ferrari Juniors. They should take the offer to take Charles Leclerc. Because I think Leclerc is a big talent. And I think that, you know, Haas should take the opportunity to get him. I think that would be a smart thing to do for them.
Okay, the pit window has opened.
Get a really good quality driver into the car. Maybe do more to keep Ferrari happy as well. And I think they should keep Magnussen, but yeah, Grosjean to me is yeah, I don't know. I don't like the way he carries on. I believe that Gunther Steiner even told him to shut up over team radio not that long ago. Yeah, I understand their reasoning, but Charles Leclerc is legitimately a talent who, if they make a good car, will get them points, you know. I think you know, if he is as good as, say, someone like a contemporary would be, like an Ocon or something like that, then, you know, it would be a good move from Haas to put him in the car. Just because he's a good driver available to them, but he'll probably end up driving for Sauber instead. And if Sauber make a car that's somewhere similar to Haas next year, then Haas will lose out to a quality driver against a driver lineup maybe. You know, I mean, that's not guaranteed, but look, you know exactly what you're getting with Grosjean, right? Like he's a mid-tier driver. You know, his purple patch has been and gone. And you know, he complains a lot. Like what everyone knows about him now is he whinges relentlessly, and he doesn't deal with the car that they've got as well as what his teammate seems to.
Release.
As Massa has gone past us.
Pit strategy complete.
Oh, here we go. This is going to get spicy. You know, they're talking about Leclerc as being, you know, a significant talent. So, you know, Haas could be doing himself out of an available, talented driver. And, you know, he could definitely go to one of their direct competitors next year, who is Sauber. So, you know, they may come to regret that for the sake of autonomy, throwing away an opportunity.
Okay, some information on Magnussen. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
These guys went super soft medium. I mean, I can't complain. It hasn't hurt me, but you know, interesting. DRS. I don't think it's going to do me very much.
Nico is in the pits.
Imagine the way this is fronting up as we're going to end up P4. Hello, we're going to have a look at him here. Had a beautiful run through the last corner. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I thought that Red Bull would pull away. Now we're fighting for a podium. That's a nice feeling.
Gap to car in front is 5.1 seconds. The race leader.
Kimi won the first race as well. The Ferrari won too, with Kimi winning from Seb. He's starting the year well. And obviously he's still got to finish at this point, but you know. There's no way Massa could reach the end on those tyres, surely. Whoa, what the hell? Well, that's
damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till
it's come out of there and I got no grip. That's spectacular. Now I got no DRS in this battle. Oh, friggin' hell. And now I've been driven into by the AI, that's great. Bloody hell. What was that? I just came through there and the back of the car just went. I didn't do anything differently that I know of. That podium's disappeared pretty bloody quickly, hasn't it? And I've got wing damage and I can feel it too. God, I feel like punching the friggin' desk now.
The gap to the car ahead is 2.7 seconds.
Yeah, you got plenty of grip this time, don't you? It can be very difficult when you're playing a game like this and it just decides to behave randomly like that. Like, there's no way to plan for it, there's no way to deal with it. I'm staring at the barrel of actually getting pushed back to 6th here. Oh, Hamilton's in the pits. So I've gone from being in a position where I had the superior pace to the Red Bulls to, because of some bull crap, some BS randomness from this game. The only way to keep the podium now is to hold off Vettel. Oh, so much understeer. Come on. There's no space there. Don't try it. Now, because of the wing damage, I got colossal amounts of understeer on the worst tyre I can buy. Oh, this is just this is turning into a disaster, fam. And look at those 4 cars lining up behind me. This isn't good. Sooner or later, one of those cars is going to be Hamilton on better tyres.
Okay, gap to leader, 47.3 seconds.
Because of the front wing damage, the game simulates lack of front end grip, so I get lockups. And that's that position gone. turn the corner, please. Wow. I'm losing fuel here, hand over fist.
Raikkonen's out in front.
Sorry about that. Just had to take care of something. Oh, and there's Hamilton.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Well, the end of the race was closer than I thought it was. I haven't looked at the lap count for a while. It must have been battling this understeery hunk of junk. Alright, here comes Hamilton. Whoa! I mean, what are you supposed to do? Yeah, I know, man. Tell me about it. Shrimp on Barbie. Well done, Carlos. That's definitely something we say here in Australia. Definitely, for sure. Favorite movie is Crocodile Dundee as well? Yes, yeah. Favorite movie is Crocodile Dundee for all Australians. Are there any other movies other than Crocodile Dundee? It plays on repeat on one of the channels over here, just day in, day out. No racing hand up, it's good racing. There are no movies other than Crocodile. See, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Raikkonen's the race leader.
And also, you guys mix your drinks with a handful of Marmite. No, it's called Vegemite, not Marmite. Marmite's a British thing. Yeah, there you go, Vegemite. That's the one you want.
2 laps of fuel left.
Yep, definitely Vegemite, Carlos. Yes, we definitely do that. Everything here is served. All meals are shrimps off the barbie, smeared with Vegemite, as we sit there and watch reruns of Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, definitely fairy bread. That's a breakfast thing though, Senraku. Fairy bread with a bit of Vegemite on it, for sure.
Gap to car in front is 3.9 seconds.
Should be sorry, Carlos. Like that was culturally inappropriate to reference us to Marbite. We have our own yeast, spreadable yeast over here, salty spreadable yeast. So much understeer, I just can't keep my foot in and around that corner. And it's making me very susceptible down the straight. Instead of watching Super Sun, you sit there and watch Crocodile Dundee with your Vegemite glazed shrimps. And they are still cooking on the barbie. That's correct. 100% correct.
This is your final lap.
The only Super Bowl we worry about is a big bowl full of chips. Vegemite flavoured chips. Get out of it, Claudio. Give me Raikkonen smacks the field. We can do is hold on to 5th here. We were looking at a podium earlier in the race, and then we had our randomness coming out of the left-hander in the race in the last sector. I don't know why that happened, but anyway, there you go. Then we damaged our front wing on the side of Max's car. That's given us a boat to race for the last few laps. How do you make Vegemite? It's homemade. You buy rubbish chips from other places, like terrible flavors, like salt and vinegar and like original and stuff, and like all that stuff that non-Australians would eat. Because we do sell that because people do visit. And then you glaze them in Vegemite, throw them in the oven, and then you have them in a big Super Bowl. And look at that, we've got 5th. I'm happy with that enough. Podium would have been better, but
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
not bad. Not bad. Good points. Good points.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari.
Kimmy's gone back-to-back to open the season. 50 points for the first 2 races.
How exactly did
He
they
still
set
wouldn't look that
themselves
happy,
apart
though.
from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
Well, this is it. This is where they all want to be.
I could have been
Here
there.
come the top 3
Ferrari
then,
1-2
out
again.
onto the podium after a fascinating Grand Prix.
Mouth nowhere near it, but that's actually more accurate for Kimi, so that's fine. Ferrari, maximum points from the first 2 races. Maybe I should have signed for them last year when they offered me a job.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Kimi Raikkonen, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Difficult call, Crofty, but I'd like to say Sergio Perez. He's just so gifted at getting the most out of his tyres, and he showed that here today.
On to the constructors then. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
Are there ever even any Australian F1 drivers like ever? Oh, you know, we had that that one guy you know the guy with the eyebrows, you know, Brabham, whatever his name was. He never accomplished much in F1. And who was that other guy? The other guy who was there in the 80s, the big fella, the big bloke. You know, Alan Johns or whatever his name was. He didn't do much in F1 either. I think he might have got a point once. There was that other bloke, Webbo, whatever his name was, Websy. He was, I think he came in F1. I think he might have done 3 races or something like that. He was a reserve driver for a while. Don't think he ever did much. And that Ricciardo fella, yeah, he's from Italy. I know a lot of people think he's Australian, but he's actually from Italy. And if you ask him, he's from Austin. He's from the States as well. So, yeah. So no, you're right. There's no Australians in F1 ever. We're pretty rubbish. We don't even really have racing down here. We only sort of race cockroaches and toads. Things with wheels on them scare us. Unless they're Vegemite delivery trucks. They don't scare us. We wait around for those. It's like an ice cream truck. You know, you get the ice cream van. So it drives around the streets. It's got the music playing and stuff like that. We have like the Vegemite van. It's good. It's good. You should try it out sometime. Cool. So, thanks, Rocco. I'm going to end the stream now anyways. I was only going to do that race, and it's coming up to 1:30 dinner here, so I'm going to call it after that. I feel like it was a pretty good race. The higher difficulty is making things difficult for us, and but we soldier on. And yeah, so anyway, with that, thanks to everybody who tuned in. There's some quality bants there, making fun of Australia. I'm always down for that. Hope you guys had fun tuning in and watching and talking, and just generally, just some general tomfoolery. But yeah, we'll catch you next time, eh?